After 2 weeks spent surrounded by a lush humid jungle and breathing volcanic fumes in Malang, it's time to visit one of the most iconic tourist destinations in the world. It's time to experience on your own party relaxed vibe of this paradise island. Discover the reason why so many people visit this island every year and capture the essence which might be less known for the masses. Join me and enjoy the idyllic life of this island. However, first of all, let's admire with me the beauty of Java from a bird's eye view. Before we will do that, let me tell you that this was probably my longest Uber ride, around 100 kilometers from Malang. Still affordable, only around $23.
Let's see, in Surabaya airport there is a Antonov. What is it doing here so far? That's the question. 3 times bigger than the regular aircraft.
My devil's eye is turning yellow, lost half its leaves, right there in the corner, beside the coffee machine. Gave up without warning.
Mount Raung is one of Indonesia's most dramatic volcanoes because it has a gigantic steep-walled caldera about 2 kilometers across sitting right at its summit. Unlike many volcanoes that erupt from a single peak, Raung often erupts from inside this crater, creating spectacular lava fontains and ashes plumes visible from great distance. It's also one of the most active volcanoes in Java, and major eruptions have repeatedly disrupted air travel across Southeast Asia.
And I can't help but wonder what led up to this. Did I cut the water?
Gunung Tumpang Pitu is a 450-meter high mountain located in the Buyungwangi Regency of East Asia, Indonesia. It is one of the country's most significant mineral reserves, containing massive, highly valued deposits of gold, silver, and copper.
And if I stopped caring, one time's always the last. Was it too much sunlight, too much weight in my hands? Some look like a meadow right before they leave. Was facing a window, but didn't get air to breathe. My devil's eye was turning yellow, but I'm sensing some green.
Everyone said, welcome to Bali. So let's join the adventure of the island of Indonesia. Let's go. Professional airport bus. Interesting. Here it feels like, is it airport or the temple? I've never seen such a terminal before. This is something new. Welcome to Bali. Oh, there are even fish here waiting to be feeded. Welcome to Bali, and the first thing you see is this Starbucks. Nevertheless, the show-off airport.
To get out of this airport wasn't easy. There was a crowd of hyperactive scammers that were trying to convince you that they are the driver you are waiting for. Grab, which is local Uber, built a special waiting room for people, but still is not solving all the problems. Be careful out there and don't feel bad to ignore people, because they are only waiting to get your attention and to lure you into their nasty overpriced service.
Big investment.
To shorten the distance and relieve some traffic, local government built a paid highway connecting Nusa Dua across Benoa Bay, giving drivers panoramic views of the ocean, mangroves, fishing boats and Bali's coastline. It was built over water because the existing land route near the airport could not be widened easily. Many visitors consider the drive between the airport and Nusa Dua one of the most beautiful airport transfers because you're essentially driving above the sea, especially at sunrise or sunset. Unlike many toll roads around the world, Bali Mandara includes dedicated facilities for motorcycles, which are a major mode of transportation in Bali. The toll is around $1.
Welcome to Bali Relaxing Resort, BRR and Spa. So the smell is like in some old. This is the room. It's not enormous, but quite cozy. And let me show you the bathroom. It's everything what you need. Separated shower, not bad. So tomorrow I will show you how that looks, the rest of this place. So for now, let's relax. Another interesting thing about this place is here you have, if I'm not mistaken, the British socket, and on the opposite side you have normal, let's say, European standard socket. So the first evening here looks promising. Really nice and warm wind on the seaside. So this is how this resort looks like from the outside. Pretty decent. This is how it looks like during the night time. Not bad. Not bad.
The next day welcomed us really decent buffet, full of vegetables, fruits, cereals, bread, pancakes, sausages and freshly made omelets. All this delicious food meanwhile enjoying view of the seaside and surroundings. The best start of the day. For your omelet you could even pick up ingredients by yourself.
This is the old buffet you can get. Watermelon, melons, pancakes, scrambled eggs, coffees, more fresh vegetables. There, fruits and the meat sausages.
As you can see, quite decent hotel for affordable price. Clean, more or less renovated and peaceful. There is one inconvenience, but about it later. For now, let's enjoy relax and holiday vibe of Bali. Along the coastline is full of motorboats, jet skis and ships, so as you might expect, there's not much life under the surface. In fact, during the low tide, a lot of seaweed is getting exposed, but it doesn't mean that ecosystem is diverse there.
Modern day chapel. You can organize some wedding over there with the view of speedboat. This is nice, chilling hut. So even though it's seemingly a paradise, there's still a risk of a tragedy. A tsunami can come anytime. It's still under construction. They're filling it up with the sand. Very nice. If you want some little bit of romantic, this is the gateway to it. Maybe at least in the evening time. Well, another chapel, fancy chapel, but where is the cross, folks? Or is it universal? Gelato became tropical. The jogging path, let's continue it. Little piece of temple in the middle of fancy hotels. The streets of Bali, busy with scooters, locals and not locals, a lot of spa, markets, restaurants and so on and so forth. But we are looking for a nice cafe. Okay, so we found a Vakaba cafe and this is the price list. I can tell you then in Malang was 25 tops, 24. That sucks.
For every ordered coffee, you'll get water with ice for free. The vibes in these cafes are as you might imagine, usually only foreigners doing some remote work on their Macintosh.
First glimpse of water sports. Windsurfing. Not the greatest equipment, but maybe you can do something with it. One of the entertainment over here. Going in a circle on the pontoon. So nice. Because the beach is not ready here, so they decided to combine it. Swimming pool and the beach. The big monster, enormous cruise ship. You can see the scale of it over here. Someone is taking advantage of low tide.
In traditional shallow water netting, hitting or splashing the water with a pole is a deliberate strategy used to scare and herd fish into the net. Common catches in shallow intertidal areas include small mullet, herring and small emperor fish. These are larger fiberglass hulled vessels equipped with powerful outboard motors. Usually feature canopies for passenger shade. Utilized for private snorkeling tours, island hopping and sport fishing. Walking along this luxurious resort is really intriguing. How hotels compete with each other in terms of the variety of lush greenery, also in swimming and relaxation facilities.
If you want romantic dinner, this is the place for you. They even clean the beach for you. Kinda.
He appears to be gathering seafood such as small fish, crabs, shrimp and eatable seaweed. Usually they are holding a long narrow net or a specialized trapping tool to catch creatures hidden in the shallow water. Gleaning is one of the oldest forms of fishing, involving walking through the intertidal zone at the low tide to harvest marine life by hand or with minimal gear.
The immigration office sentences of Warren Buffett. Did he even say it? Perhaps.
But first, let's get some delicious cappuccino in the cafe below to calm our nerves. We applied for a visa online few days before our visa expired, and for 2 weeks we didn't get any feedback, so we decided to pay them a visit to make sure that we are still legally in this country. Well, as it turned out, as long as you pay, you are good, so the most important that we had payment confirmation.
Welcome to Austin Cafe, right below the immigration office. So if you want to extend your visa on arrival here in Indonesia, you need to be patient, and it looks like it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you do it before the expiration date, will be fine, even though we didn't get approval yet. But they told us that it's fine as long as we paid, it's fine, and we'll wait. I mean, in theory, we'll overstay a couple of days, but looks like it's not a problem because we already paid. We're just waiting for I don't know what. It's not a big deal to just click approve button, I suppose, but nevertheless, we are good. Different types. This is probably the one you are the most familiar with. To Austin Cafe. Austin Power Cafe.
Right there in the corner, beside the coffee machine.
One morning, unexpectedly, we face a new reality on the horizon. Suddenly, some oil rigs show up covering some part of the view. Most offshore oil rigs that move are actually mobile drilling rigs rather than permanent platforms. They either sail under their own power like drill ships or are towed by powerful tugboats to a new drilling location. Offshore Bali, drilling is focused primarily on natural gas, although there is also potential for oil in some exploration areas.
One of the chapel is preparing for wedding ceremony, I suppose. So this is how it looks like, folks. Weddings on the Bali. Fancy way. Another thing to complain about. What is this oil rig doing here? It showed up yesterday, literally. And it seems to stay here for a little longer. Blocking my view, I'm gonna make a complaint about it. Some real surfers from Australia brought their own boards. This is how to transport it. Okay, maybe not from Australia. The gaze to pleasure. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna film it through the drone, so you're not gonna see a nice footage from the sky. All those seemingly fake temples next to the beach, so people can feel like it's the second Thailand.
The Nusa Dua jogging trail is one of the few places in Bali where you can run almost entirely along the ocean without dealing with traffic. The full beachfront route, including the loop around Peninsula Island and the famous water below, is about 8 to 9 kilometers long and is almost completely flat, making it popular for both casual joggers and marathon training. The trail also passes through one of Bali's most meticulously landscaped areas, waving between luxury resorts, tropical gardens, quiet beaches, and Peninsula Island.
This is another reminder that even though it seems like a paradise, it can turn into nightmare any second.
As you might expect, this resort is offering meditation and yoga sessions in such a luxurious environment with such a view and on this perfectly trimmed grass.
Welcome to Bali once again. Other activities here. And it's over. Hello, squirrel. Don't be shy. Where are you? Oh, you're here. Hello. Not scary. Give you some nut. If I only had one. Okay, it's gone.
This looks like Embassy, however this is just another resort called Mandara Beach House. It must be admitted that they do not lack originality. One of the reasons Nusa Dua feels so different from the rest of Bali is that it was purpose-built as a luxury resort enclave in the 1970s and 1980s. Instead of hotels growing organically along the beach, the entire area was master planned with wide boulevards, landscape gardens, security gates, and long stretches of protected coastline. Today, 8 of Bali's 10 largest hotels are located here. A fun detail is that although many of these resorts advertise private beaches, all beaches in Bali are legally public.
Here. Another wedding ceremony is under preparation. This building looks differently than the others, but there are no any religious sites. So regardless that it's forbidden, people still doing it. Or maybe that's police. Okay. Actually, it's a wedding ceremony.
在什么一个状况下，有2点是不能变的。第一个呢，就是要这个坚韧的学习，啊。
This is getting more like a paradise. Is it pomelo? Look at this size of it. Okay, it's not pomelo, I don't know what it is. I will let you know. Or it is pomelo. The bamboo house. Luxurious, seemingly. This is how we stay fit over here, using this path made of stones. Here you can rent surfing and conquer these waves. Oh, there's someone on paddleboard. Okay, it's perfect for beginners. We are on the seaside jogging trail along the most expensive hotels, so I will show you how everything looks like around. Follow me. The chill out area. Oh, this is the alternative of a gym. See the weight there, made of wood. At least it looks like it. And here's some other equipments. Watchtower, just like from the Age of Empires, the first edition. What are they watching at? Bywatch? It's the yoga session mats, or just chill out area, meditation area. Local initiative, people to collect plastic bottles. At least something. Thank you for visiting the luxury collection. Now let's get through the construction site. Oh, I was not aware I was committing the crime here.
The coastline here produces clean, consistent waves during the dry season, roughly April to October, especially when offshore winds create ideal surfing conditions. The temples around Nusa Dua are much more than tourist attractions. They are active places of worship at the heart of Balinese Hindu life.
This is how surfers reaching the waves. Slowly, gradually, some surf school here.
Tebing Nusa Dua is a part of the small peninsula island, a rocky limestone headland that extends into the Indian Ocean at the southern end of Nusa Dua. Although it's only a few hundred meters across and can easily be explored on foot in 20 to 30 minutes, it packs a surprising number of attractions into a compact area.
Chilling in the grass. It's one of the surfing spots. Okay, let me try to record. Oh, this guy made it. Or it's she. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like we have some pro here. More or less. Okay, less than more. Oh, the one person made it. Peninsula. Paradise view. These waves looks like for more advanced surfers. Are they doing fine? See if they're gonna get splashed now. The pro over there. Pump it up. Very nice, bro. Welcome to one of the surfing spots. Today we have pretty good weather conditions. You can see the height of the waves are around 1.5 meters. Perfect for beginners. So let me show you how they're doing it today. Another unrecognizable fruit for me. I will let you know. It's wonderful to see it here. And these are the debris.
The combination of towering cliffs, turquoise water and crushing surf makes it one of the best places in Nusa Dua to appreciate the scale and energy of the ocean. Pura Nusa Dharma is a peaceful Balinese Hindu temple. Built in the 1940s by local fishermen, it serves as a place of worship where people pray for protection, safe journeys and abundant catches from the sea. Next to this peninsula is another one, slightly bigger and more organized. You can see a big statue sculpture depicting the Hindu god from far away, so let's go there, it's gonna be epic. This is the fruit of a pandanus tree, commonly known as the screw pine. Pandanus fruit are edible, but they require very specific preparation and must be completely ripe. You should never eat them raw straight off the tree. The path leading to the peninsula is filled with incredible vegetation and very well maintained. It's clear from afar that this is a place of great significance to the local population. Pandanus fruit changes color significantly as it matures, transitioning from a solid dark green to vibrant shades of yellow, orange or red. Tropical flavor that is often described as a cross between mango and pineapple. Nusa Gede is the larger of the two small headlands that gave Nusa Dua its name. Nusa Dua essentially means two islands. The smaller one is Nusa Dharma. According to local legend, Nusa Gede and Nusa Dharma represent two lovers separated by fate, adding a romantic story to a region of Nusa Dua two islands. Statue of Sri Krishna and Arjuna is one of Nusa Dua's most recognizable landmarks, depicting Lord Krishna guiding the warrior Arjuna in a chariot for the Hindu epic Mahabharata. The statue symbolizes wisdom, courage, and righteous leadership, inspired by Krishna's teachings. Located at a major roundabout, it welcomes visitors to Nusa Dua and reflects Bali's strong Hindu cultural heritage. Nusa Dua has hosted major global gatherings, including the 2013 APEC Summit and the 2022 G20 Bali Summit, so you'll encounter flags associated with different countries and dignitaries. The trees can symbolize peace, friendship, sustainability, and a leader's visit to Indonesia, rather than simply being any effort to introduce foreign tree species.
Woo! This is gift from Canada. It should be Canadian oak clone. So this is the polished tree. Why is it four? Is it coming from Vietnam, or it went through Vietnam and changed its name? Nevertheless, it's Camarina Aki. This is how it looks like. Where is it coming from? Well, I don't think it's coming from. Probably it's coming from Foreland.
The Brotherhood Monument is connected with the area's theme of international friendships and cooperation, the same idea reflected in the commemorative trees planted by representatives of different countries nearby.
Well, if you have a chopper, this is the place for you, so you can go directly here and enjoy this statue. Another surfing spot. There is one girl suffering, struggling. Let's see how she's gonna make it. Another person also struggling.
Mushroom Surf Spot is a reef surf break just offshore from the Nusa Gede. It gets Indian Ocean swell breaking over the coral reef, creating surfable waves away from the beach. Because it's a reef break, conditions can involve shallow corals, currents, and changing tides, so it's generally better suited to surfers who know the local conditions rather than casual swimmers.
Hello, puppy. How you doing? Everything's fine, chilling. $20,000 coconuts. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Walking around hotels feels like being in a quiet tropical Balinese village inside a luxury resort. You pass lush gardens, ponds, traditional stone carvings, and temple-inspired architecture with the sounds of birds and the ocean nearby. The atmosphere is generally calm, spacious, and distinctly Balinese, rather than feel like a modern high-rise resort. There is a jogging track here along this road, and the appeal is quite different from running beside the sea. You are moving through the green landscape resort district with trees, lawns, and quieter internal roads. The terrain is generally easy and the surroundings are orderly, so it works well for a relaxed run or brisk walk without relying on the beach path. The Mandala Monument is a landmark within the landscape tourism area, reflecting Balinese cultural and architectural symbolism. Its design draws on the idea of a mandala, a symbolic representation of harmony, balance, and the cosmos. It serves mainly as a decorative cultural landmark within Nusa Dua's gardens and public spaces, rather than as a major historical monument.
There are even some fish here. Nice. Unfortunately, under maintenance, they pumping out water and they will clean it, or they doing it already actually.
This monument is a classical Balinese Hindu fountain statue. The circular nature of the fountain combined with the orientation of the figures represents a mandala, a geometric sacred configuration symbolizing the universe, balance, and a consecrated harmonious space. Walking around the Mandala Monument area generally feels peaceful, spacious, and very green. Unlike the beachfront, you are surrounded more by manicured tropical gardens, large trees, broad paths, and quiet resort roads, giving it a park-like atmosphere. It's particularly pleasant for walking or jogging in the early morning or late afternoon. The monumental Balinese architecture adds a ceremonial feeling, while the carefully planned surroundings make this part of Nusa Dua feels noticeably calmer and less chaotic than many busier parts of Bali. Gapura Nusa Dua is a Grand Balinese-style gateway marking the approach to the Nusa Dua area. Gapura means gate or gateway in Indonesian, and its architecture evokes Bali's traditional split gate which symbolically marked a transition from one space into another. It's an interesting example of how traditional Balinese architectural identity was incorporated into the modern master plan Nusa Dua Resort District. The two symmetrical halves can be understood as representing duality and balance, ideas such as good and evil, light and darkness, or the material and spiritual worlds existing together in harmony.
You filthy pervert, what are you doing?
As you walk, look out for Balinese stone carvings and garden-style figures, decorative sculpture inspired by ceremonial traditions, and Hindu Balinese motifs integrated into gates and garden spaces. Some sculptural pieces are intended to convey ideas of welcome, grace, and cultural storytelling. Split gate is definitely not just for tourists. It is a deeply rooted feature of Balinese and broader Indonesian architecture, particularly associated today with Balinese Hindu culture. The distinctive split gate marks a transition between spaces, for example from the outside world into a temple compound, palace, village, or other important area.
Get through these gates, 2 watchtowers, the old castle, and this spectacular tree.
In Balinese architecture, moving through successive gateways often corresponds to entering spaces of increasing significance or sacredness. The ponds and water features add coolness, reflections, and tranquility to the courtyards and gardens. Water is a recurring element in traditional Balinese palace and garden design. In a Balinese hotel or garden pond such as those around Nusa Dua, the orange golden car can complement local ideas of harmony between people, nature, and the spiritual environment. Their bright color and peaceful movement also create a feeling of life, tranquility, and abundance.
So these watchtowers were actually built for tsunami. So it can accumulate all those people up there. Preparations for another wedding. But it's starting raining. Let's see how it's gonna end up here.
The wedding business in Bali is significant, especially in the destination and luxury wedding segment. Bali attracts international couples because it combines tropical scenery with a large ecosystem of resorts, private villas, wedding planners, photographers, florists, caterers, and entertainment providers. One wedding industry source estimates roughly 6,000 to 16,000 couples marry in Bali annually, but I would treat it that as an industry estimate rather than any official statistic. Let's leave luxurious resorts for a moment and move to more local spot. Now we are going out of Nusa Dua and crossing the Gulf of Benoa on our favorite Mandara toll road. We are going to the main island, again to the east coast to Sanur district to be specific. Finally, you will have a chance to see a bit of a local folklore and taste a traditional food from the local restaurant. This time we decided to rent an apartment studio in a small complex packed tightly in a more or less tourist area. Without further ado, let's begin a new chapter on our Bali adventure, this time less fancy and more authentic.
Welcome to Green Studio apartment. So this is how much pay for 1 week, and that's how it looks like. We got the first floor because the rest of them are booked. But at least we have some swans. So this is the bathroom. Let me show you. And finally, what is very rare here, we have washing machine. Let's take advantage of it. We can even hang it here. Unbelievable. Let me show you how it looks outside. It looks like we have private swimming pool, but this swimming pool wasn't clean for a long time, and the rest are just huts around. Not bad. And 30 minutes to the beach. So this part of the town is less fancy. A very tiny road. It feels like they squeeze everything just to get every inch of this place. So there are new investments. We are going to the main road. Amazing pomelo here. Welcome to the other side. on the way to the beach. Some restaurants. Awesome Cafe, lovely place. Set of this, let's call it croissant and cappuccino. It's for 40. Really nice place. Mango, fresh juice, wonderful. The entrance to the beach, thousands and thousands of scooters. You can rent bicycles. We'll go for a scooter. Such a nice view. This is why people come to Bali, in the shadow of volcano, right after rain. Such a wonderful view. Look at this resort, swallowed by a jungle. You can see those ivy, so green. This is the turtle observation center, something like it. Like keeping them in those swimming pools. Leave them alone.
Sanur is a relaxed seaside area on the southeast coast of Bali, known for its long beach, calm waters and beautiful sunrises. Compared with busier places like Kuta or Semnyak, it has a quieter, more established atmosphere and is popular with families, older travelers and people looking for a slower pace. One of Sanur's highlights is its long beachfront promenade, ideal for walking and cycling, lined with hotels, cafes and traditional Yukon fishing boats. Sanur also has historical significance. It was one of Bali's earliest major tourist areas and remains an important departure point for fast boats heading to Nusa Penida and Nusa Lembongan.
Nice path to the beach. Green wall. Occasionally some scooters on the other side. This is fancy hotel. Looks like some fortress. There's a green field on the top. But believe me, it's just a building. So this is the beast that we are rating. We're gonna rent right now. The Beat Beast. 110 only. That's fine.
Every time you're about to rent a scooter in some tourist areas, remember to take a picture or a video from every side to confirm the current conditions of it, so later on no one will accuse you of any damage. Well, but first of all, check opinions about certain place before.
Taro latte and normal latte. Welcome to Sala Cafe. Little bit piece of art in terms of paintings, books and music. Nice place. Nutella croissant by the seaside with such a view. Worth every penny. So folks, this is it. The coconut. Such a thick skin of coconut, pineapple and wonderful view. This is it, folks. The essence of this place. So in the meantime, we are waiting for cupcake. We got some chips, basically, with spicy sauce and some lime in it. Very nice hosting. Welcome to local canteen Warung Ibu Boni, the best score. So that's how basically looks like, and we are waiting for the food. We have this nice iced tea. This is the location here. So this is how this dish looks like. So what we have here: boiled chicken with carrots, some other vegetables in the sauce of, I suppose there's some garlic in it as well. And here rice with spicy sauce in this case. And cucumber, tomato, salad. And we have a candle as well. Cozy place. Welcome to Loi Cafe, where you can get a nice nasi goreng ayam for 33,000 and a cappuccino for 30. With the view street. Army procession. What is this? A coup? There are lots of them. Keep on going. Keep on going. Welcome to Cantik Coffee Plantation. Now we have a tour. Let's see how it's growing.
And the bean from the Arabica so bigger than Robusta coffee. And you can see the coffee bean. Yeah, the green one still young, not yet ready. And we wait until change color, the red color. And the red color is best quality. We make it coffee from the red color. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. So this is how Arabica looks like. So we have to wait until it will turn red.
And here we mix together Arabica and Robusta.
Arabica and Robusta become to Bali coffee.
This is special blend.
Yes, and Bali coffee is strong coffee, yeah?
Oh
Normally
yes.
we drink in the morning.
So this is Robusta coffee type. You see the plant is much taller, thinner, and here are the fruits, and the fruits are not so big as the Arabica one. Let's continue this journey, see this plantation.
And this one, the plant still young, and we must waiting until coming the flower. So the flower with pollination become to the stick, and normally the vanilla we use for the ice cream flavor, cake flavor. Yeah, but in here we mix with coffee. Oh, now we have vanilla coffee.
And here will be the flower?
No,
Or
not
no?
yet. Yeah.
But from here or somewhere?
From here. Yeah.
Oh, so this is the vanilla ivy. Wow. Oh, you can hear all those crickets here.
So in here we grow this the avocado, yeah.
Avocado?
This one, the big
Oh,
one
this is
tree
avocado.
tree. Yeah,
No
and
fruits
normally-
right now?
Yeah, already finished for the fruit, yeah. Yeah, normally the avocado we use for the juice, we use for the first salad, but in here we mix with coffee also.
Coffee?
Avocado coffee, yes.
Never tried.
Never tried. Later you can try. We have the fruit tasting here.
Oh, so this is avocado tree. Wow.
And also in here we have the special coffee from the poo animal.
Luwak.
Coffee, yes. Maybe we have tried the luwak coffee.
Yes.
Yes, in
That's
Bali
right.
animal, yeah. We have the
Now let's see the beast who is pooping all this coffee. Oh, it's actually
coffee
here.
over there, yeah.
Oh,
In Bali we call luwak.
Luwak?
Luwak
Oh.
is one family from mongoose, family from raccoon.
raccoon? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I can get closer here. Hello.
Papaya and especially the coffee bean. Yeah, because the skin from the coffee so sweet. But the luwak just eat the skin, yeah, the outside, and swallow the bean. Yeah, the luwak cannot digest the bean. And inside too much animal have a special fermentation, and the poo come out like a coffee bean. Have a passion fruit.
Oh, here is a passion fruit. Wow, never seen this in my life.
When we come back in older. Yeah.
And also we produce the cacao, yeah.
Oh,
Tree, and you can see the cacao fruit. Yeah, in Bali we have two types of the cacao. We have the yellow and the red. Yeah, this one the red one, and later I will show you the yellow one. Yeah.
wow.
Because in Bali we don't have tea plantation, and we make it from the spice, flower, and the fruits. Yeah, we have like a herbal tea. So for the tea in here, no have caffeine. Yeah.
So ginger, the
We
roots
use
there.
The root. Yeah, the root is underground.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is how it looks like. Wow. Looks like the lemongrass on the
yeah,
top.
yes, little bit. Yeah. And
Wow,
also we
cacao. They drying them on the sun. It's the process of
Yeah,
the...
this is the poo. This from the Luwak Coffee.
Ah, from Luwak Coffee.
This
Wow.
filter tea before we wash by hot water.
Oh, doesn't have any smell. Not smell. Okay.
One after come out, yeah?
So this is after
Yes, this is the fresh one.
fresh one.
Yes.
Oh, ginger. What's this?
Yeah, and this I will from this, yeah. This filter tea before we process, and the first process we wash by hot water, and after we wash we turn on the sun until 1 week, and after we dry we peel the skin. Yeah, we peel the skin one by hand.
By hand.
Yes,
Oh.
so long process, yeah. And you can see this the coffee bean in inside, so not contact with the food. This is very hygienic and very clean because the coffee bean have many layers. Yeah, this one the first layers, and this one the last layer, yeah. And this after we peel the
Almonds.
skin. Yeah, and you can compare coffee from the tree and coffee from the pool, yeah.
So this one is from pool.
From the tree.
Ah, from the tree.
This from the pool, you can see the color little bit different, yeah. More
yes.
lighter coffee from the animal. Yeah, this the Bali coffee is strong coffee and high caffeine, and this the Luwak coffee, smooth coffee and less caffeine.
Maybe when it's getting through the stomach acids and it's purifying.
Yeah, so no worries, yeah.
and this
This the turmeric or curcuma.
turmeric, kum,
Yeah, curcuma.
Curcuma,
Ginger.
oh.
Yeah, we use for the tea.
curcuma. Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't know it looks like just like a ginger.
So I know it's like just like a
And this is
Not the root, yeah.
and they actually
this is mango stem
The cooking, yeah, for the food,
never-
yeah.
for
Never seen the root.
yeah,
And this
looks
is-
like
This
carrots.
this the mangosteen.
mango stem.
Yeah, no different with mango. This the kind of tropical fruit. Yeah.
Ah, yeah,
Mangosteen.
mangosteen.
Yeah, we use for the tea. We use only the skin.
Oh, only the
Yeah,
skin.
because the skin have benefits good for antioxidant and anti-cancer. Yes. And we have this the frangipani flower. Yeah, we use for the incense. Yeah, perfume, body lotion, body oil, and body scrub. We have this the lemongrass.
Oh.
Yeah, we use for the tea. We have the rosella flower, hibiscus.
Hibiscus,
Yeah, we
right?
use for the tea.
Oh,
And we have this also the cardamom, star
I need to
anise,
see that.
white pepper, black pepper, and coriander. We use for the cooking oil. For the process, yeah, the first we roasting until 45 minutes for 1 kilogram. Become chicken color dark and not aroma. And after we roasting, we pounding. We pounding until 1/2 hour. We come to the powder, and then the last process we sifting. Yeah, we sifting until we get the smooth powder. Okay, you can smell the aroma. Yeah, but today
Wow.
we process the Bali coffee. Yeah, this is the normal coffee, and for the Luwak coffee, same process like this. You can smell the aroma.
so now we will test different types of coffee. Let's see how the Luwak tastes like, the real one. Very nice garden.
The overrated garden coffee. You know cassava?
Cassava. Ah,
Tapioca.
ah yes.
Tapioca.
Tapio.
This the
Oh,
one
cassava
family
chips.
from sweet potato, but no longer and more.
Huh?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, how to try the Luwak coffee?
We won.
Mini cup.
2.
Okay, we can have it.
A little bit harder than potato chips, but not bad. Unbelievable place.
Bali cacao. Ginseng
Bali cacao.
coffee. Yes, lemongrass tea. Coconut coffee. Ginger tea. Vanilla coffee. Rosella tea. Bali coffee and cacao. Mangosteen tea. Curcuma tea. Lemon tea. And the last, avocado coffee. And all the tester already has sugar. Yeah, for the coffee we put coconut sugar and soya milk, and for the tea we put honey and crystal sugar. Only the Bali coffee without sugar. Okay, please enjoy your time. I will prepare the luwak coffee. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so let's try the test tour. Let's begin with, pardon me, it's quite warm. Let's begin with Bali coffee, which is a mix of Robusta and Arabica. Smell, really soft taste, I mean a really soft smell.
I bring the special one, yeah? This for the luwak coffee. And for the luwak coffee without sugar, the first you can try without sugar, and after you taste you can put sugar. Also later you can compare with the Bali coffee, yeah, the normal coffee. Okay, please enjoy your time, yeah.
Thank you. So this is coffee made from Luwak poo. You're welcome. This is what you've been waiting for. The Luwak coffee. Let's give it a try. Ooh. Strong taste. With kind of like a chestnut aftertaste. Some peanuts aftertaste. Hard to say, but really strong. And dark flavor, if you can say like this. Definitely recommend it. So this is the cacao. Can tell you even from smell. I have shaky legs from every cacao lovers. Oh, even without milk, tastes amazing. The flavor is so rich, just hard to describe. It's already with sugar. So intense, unbelievable. Right now it's something special. Coffee mixed with ginseng roots. Smells a little bit like horseradish. Let's try it. Oh, this has such a strong peanut flavor. Unbelievable. It feels like it's so full of fat. Oily. Wow, I really like it. This is lemongrass tea. More lemon than lemon itself. So intensive taste. Unbelievable. The one that's probably more popular, which is coconut coffee. Wow. This coffee tastes like bounty. Literally. I mean, it's loaded with sugar, but that's another thing. The taste itself. Fresh coconut milk and coffee matched together perfectly. Another ginger tea, make you healthier. Ooh, spicy in your throat, burning your throat, but smooth in the same time. Especially when you consider the fact it's was just taken from the ground, from the soil. Another one is Rosella tea. Smell like raspberries. Okay, let's give it a try. And taste like it as well. Oh, so sweet. So it's full of antioxidants, fiber, help you to reduce your cholesterol as well. And tastes like wild berries actually. So this one is a Bali coffee mixed with cacao. Wow. Feels like there is some caramel in it. Caramel mixed with cacao. Such a nice combination. So this is a coffee mix with cacao, like that is sweetened with coconut sugar, also good for balance, good blood pressure. Another one, mangosteen coffee. Smells a little bit like cherries. So this is actually made from mangosteen skin, and it has also antioxidants and some anti-cancerous substances. So healthy. So mangosteen tea tastes like a gooseberry. Really intense flavor. Another one is turmeric tea. Tastes like cucumber, basically sweet cucumber. So the efficiency of turmeric is very good for the body. So it can radicate some wounds, something that every one of you is very familiar with. Fresh lemon. Tropical lemon. Intensity, triple times. Tastes like a candy almost. The last one is coffee mixed with avocado. Or the chocolate mixed with some alcohol in it. Nevertheless, they said the avocado is reducing caffeine in it, the coffee. Well, that's good to know. So once again, the clue of this trip, Luwak Coffee. Without sugar. The strongest one. But in the same time, not so bitter. A little bit sour. With this kind of some nuts aftertaste. Such surroundings. Unbelievable experience. So this big tree is actually a cacao tree. Let's see if there are any fruits. Looks like there's one. Oh, there are some. A bit rotten. Or I don't know what is it. Oh, there's another one. Rotten. So that's how looks the big cacao tree. Okay, so this plant is smaller. You can see it looks like those fruits can survive a little bit more. Hope they will get red and nice and ready to harvest and make another lovely cacao drink. Here you have so many fruits of Robusta coffee. You see those fruits smaller, much smaller than Arabica. And right next to it, papaya tree.
Поехали!
Welcome to the tropical garden. Here we have Robusta coffee plant. You can see the fruits are much smaller than Arabica. However, it looks like there are way more of them than Arabica, and the plant is much taller. And here next to it, you have lovely papaya tree. Welcome to paradise. And I forgot to say, you can come here, and here you have almost ready, okay, maybe not almost, but I would say a few months and this fruit will be ready to harvest, the cacao tree. Lovely place. Approved. In between of Robusta plants, this little small bush is actually Arabica and have fruits. You can see they're slightly bigger, different types of leaves. I don't know why those plants are weaker than Robusta. Nevertheless, welcome on Coffee Plantation. We've been told to walk in the middle because slight chance, actually probability is much higher to get hit by one of these than being attacked by a shark.
Cantik Agriculture is a real working plantation with coffee plants, cacao, vanilla, spices and other tropical crops growing on the property. Visitors are shown the plants' traditional roasting methods and basic coffee processing, so it's more than just a theme attraction.
We are wondering if the Luwak shit smells so intense, but actually we have another species there. Oh, Fulas.
However, it is also designed primarily for tourism. The plantation is relatively small and focused on guided tours, coffee tasting and selling coffee and tea products rather than being a large commercial coffee estate.
Another angle on the cacao tree inside. I don't know what's happening with those fruits. Looks like they're infected by something. Another thing that I overlooked, this grass is actually lemongrass right next to this cacao tree.
Mealybugs are dangerous because they act as a vector that transmit devastating plant viruses such as the cacao swollen shoot virus and cacao mild mosaic virus, which can kill entire trees.
Oh, here you have a little bit less unripped, more or less, or over-ripped in this case, cacao.
Ants protect mealybugs from natural predators to harvest their sugary honeydew, so destroying ant nests and applying barriers around tree trunks will restrict mealybugs' movement and will protect cacao pods.
Someone is staring at me. Hello. This is cow. What they did to you? It's the store. You can purchase everything. Lovely roads to this plantation. Very tiny, picturesque. Wild bananas growing next to the road. And the rice field. Picturesque place. This is how to travel on Bali. Little scooters. So this is one of the temples.
Temple Desa in Pusek Desa Pakraman Jelagor is a traditional Balinese village temple forming part of the three great temples that every traditional Balinese village maintains. Rather than being just a historical monument, it is a living temple where local families regularly gather for ceremonies, festivals and community rituals that have been passed down for centuries. One fascinating fact is that Pusei means origin or source, symbolizing the spiritual origins of the village, while Desa is the temple dedicated to the well-being and unity of the community. Together they represent the balance between the village's ancestors, its people and the divine, a core principle of Balinese Hinduism. Don't get confused, this is the local government office for the village of the Batu Bulan in the Sukawati district. It is where residents handle administrative services such as ID cards, birth certificates, permits and community programs. For most visitors, it's not a tourist attraction. However, if your tour stops there, it's because the office sits in the heart of Batu Bulan, a village famous for its traditional stone carving. So this is our beast. This is how the road looks like. You have to be aware all the time and focus to not crash with someone spontaneously entering the traffic. So, but it's doing its job. Bebek Tungku is a small contemporary art museum gallery in East Denpasar. One of the most interesting things about the museum is its name. Bebek means duck and Tungku means furnace or kiln. Yet it is dedicated to art rather than food. The museum features a collection of paintings, sculptures and creative installations, often by local Balinese artists blending traditional Balinese influences with modern artistic expression. Because it is a small, independent art space, it offers a much quieter and more intimate experience than Bali famous museum in Ubud. It's the kind of place where you can meet artists, explore experimental works and discover a side of Bali's contemporary art scene that many tourists never see. In Balinese culture, frogs are generally seen as positive symbols because of their close connection to water, rice farming, fertility and prosperity. Contemporary artists often use unexpected combinations, such as a pig riding a bicycle, to provoke curiosity or challenge viewers to create their own interpretation. Patung Titi Banda is one of Bali's most spectacular landmarks, a 16-meter monument depicting a dramatic scene from the Hindu epic Mahabharata. The sculpture shows the warrior Arjuna riding a chariot, driven by Lord Krishna, with the mythical bird Garuda soaring above and fierce dragons below, symbolizing the eternal struggle between good and evil. At night, the statue is beautifully illuminated, making it one of the island's most photographed modern monuments and a striking blend of Balinese spirituality, mythology and contemporary engineering. Okay, so we enter this wonderful bridge under the water, above the water, and the thing is that without the special card you can enter it. There is no cash payment. So this is the gate. The only way to get through this, you need to ask some locals, and it costs 10,000 for a scooter. So be aware of it, be prepared, and usually it's not a problem. You can pay them and they will give you back even the change. So this is how to solve this problem. This is how it looks like. Ramadan in Bali is a unique experience because most of the islands is Hindu, while Indonesia as a whole is predominantly Muslim. Instead of the entire island changing its rhythm, you will see Ramadan celebrated mainly in Muslim neighborhoods, while Hindu ceremonies and daily offerings continue as usual. This is the Nusa Dua illumination prepared for this purpose. Welcome to Devdan Theater. We have reservation, we're going for dances. There's one thing
on this list that I'm not happy about. You might guess which one. So you can see it on the internet by yourself, but I will tell you how it was.
The Devdan Show at Bali Nusa Dua Theatre is one of Bali's most spectacular cultural performances, combining traditional Indonesian dances with world-class acrobatics, aerial stunts, dazzling costumes, and cutting-edge special effects. Rather than focusing only on Bali, the show takes audiences on a journey across the Indonesian archipelago, showcasing the unique cultures of Bali, Java, Sumatra, Borneo, and Papua through music, dance, and storytelling. One of the most interesting facts is that the name Devdan comes from Sanskrit words meaning God's grace or treasure of the gods, reflecting Indonesia's rich cultural heritage.
Traditional dresses. Elk. This is the entrance. This is how this theater looks like inside. It's not allowed to take pictures or videos during the show, so let me show you before. Comfortable seat in the middle. The show will be amazing, hopefully. Looks like the cinema, by the way. This is how VIP section looks like. During this hit, to be honest, I don't see any extra comfort here to be glued to this fake leather. There were not that many people and they deployed some buses here. A lot of minibuses, vans. What is going on here? Welcome to Resto Semarang. So we have a tahu gimbal, the traditional food. Here it's with the egg on the top. There's some sprouts, cabbage. I think looks like some cassava, fried cassava. Another fried, I believe to be bananas. Some cabbage. Really nice vegetarian food.
Most Balinese don't work directly in tourism. While tourism is the island's largest industry, many locals are still farmers, fishermen, artisans, teachers, civil servants, and small business owners. Rice farming and traditional crafts remain an important part of daily life. Now it's time to rent something more powerful than Honda Beat. It's time for Yamaha NMAX. It's one of the world's best-selling maxi scooters. Unlike small scooters, the NMAX has a large seat, relaxed riding position and a wide screen, making it much more comfortable for commuting and touring. Has 155cc engine with VVA technology. Its liquid-cooled engine uses variable value actuation, which helps provide smooth acceleration at low speeds while maintaining strong performance at higher speeds. The maximum speed is about 120 to 130 km per hour under ideal conditions, which might be really hard to achieve on Bali. Now let me slowly introduce you to one of the biggest monuments of Bukit Peninsula close to the hotel where we stayed previously. For now let me show you surroundings because this place is quite elevated and has some interesting buildings around. This place, for example, is Landi Institute, a professional training and management consultancy that helps organizations improve leadership, management and workplace performance. Entrance to GWK Cultural Park remains a fancy shopping mall. You can find here Starbucks, gelato and restaurants. But the most epic is the view on the whole northern side of Bukit Peninsula. You can see from here Bali Relaxing Resort and Spa, Mandara Toll Road and the airport. This place sits at approximately 300 meters above sea level on the limestone cliff.
So the airport is over there. Let me zoom in. Oh, you can see airplanes. Maybe there will be one landing.
Gate of Udayana University 1 is the main entrance to the Bukit campus of Udayana University, Bali's largest and oldest public university founded in 1962. The gate is built in traditional Balinese architectural style with ornate stone carvings and split gate design that reflects the island's rich cultural heritage. Patung Dewa Ruci is one of Bali's most iconic landmarks, standing at the busy Simpang Sior intersection near Kuta. The monument depicts the legendary moment when the warrior Bima meets Dewa Ruci, a tiny divine being who lives inside the ocean and reveals that true wisdom is found by looking within yourself, not by seeking power or wealth. One fascinating detail is the striking size contrast. The mighty giant Bima receives enlightenment from a small god no bigger than a child, symbolizing that the greatest truths can come from the humblest source. The monument also features crashing waves and sea creatures, representing Bima's dangerous spiritual journey through the ocean before discovering inner peace. At around 27 meters tall, it has become one of the most photographed gateways to southern Bali. The roaring waves represent life's struggles, the sea serpents and dragons symbolize fear, temptation and ego, while Dewa Ruci represents the inner soul that guides people toward wisdom. Thousands of vehicles pass it every hour, making it far more than a traffic monument. It serves as a daily reminder of Balinese Hindu values, where life's ultimate journey is spiritual rather than material.
Welcome to Tijili, Benoa. We are welcomed with such a nice sentence over here. And the elephant. This is the Bali style. So nice. So we have such a nice view here, the 6th floor. And let me show you the view. Such a wide window. So this is the main square here. Pretty modern, affordable price. Do not jump. Oh, we can hang our clothes here. Here is some little space for work. And let me show you, oh, we were also welcome with some fruits. So here is the bathroom. Also everything fresh. So far, the best hotel, the best option, even though the price was similar to Bali Relax Resort. So that's how it looks like. Very nice choice. This is how we are lucky with the weather. Thunderstorm is coming. Let me show you the seaside. Some jet ski. And the waves. I feel sorry for those people doing parasailing right now. Why did you pick such a weird weather? Didn't you see it's coming? Okay, let me show you the wonders. Coffee with perfect view, part 32. Ultra boiling. We finally crossed the entrance gate. Let's see the biggest monument.
Despite the warm weather, the park is designed with shaded gardens, tree-lined walkways and open plazas where tropical plants soften the rugged landscape. Fragrant frangipani trees bloom throughout the year, while butterflies and tropical birds are often seen among the flowers, making the park feel like a blend of a botanical garden and a monumental sculpture park. One of the most striking features is the contrast. Vibrant tropical greenery grows alongside massive white limestone rock walls, making the entrance feel like an oasis carved into the cliffs. As you walk through the gate, the vegetation gradually opens up to reveal enormous plazas and eventually the towering Garuda Vishnu Kencana statue rising above the trees, an unforgettable first impression. Plaza Wisnu is one of the central courtyard of GWK Central Park, dominated by a 23-meter statue of Lord Vishnu that stood as a landmark years before the fully Garuda Vishnu Kencana monument was completed. Surrounded by towering limestone cliffs, the plaza feels like a natural amphitheater, creating a dramatic setting for cultural performances and ceremonies.
Even though it's super warm, some thunderstorm is coming. The horizon. That's the view from here, and there is airport. This is why we are here.
A fascinating fact is that the statue shown before was originally intended to become a part of the giant 121-meter Garuda Vishnu Kencana monument. During the nearly 28 years construction process, visitors could see the separate pieces, including the towering head and torso of Vishnu, displayed around the park. Today, Plaza Vishnu remains one of the best places to admire the craftsmanship up close while appreciating the scale of the project that eventually became one of the world's tallest statues.
The little ventilation behind this. This is the gate, DS.
Now we are going down to another dramatic monument and the plaza around of it, called Plaza Garuda. We are assisted by a traditional music mainly consisting of the sounds of a bamboo flute with the metallic sounds of the gamelan. Plaza Garuda is one of the most dramatic areas of GWK Cultural Park, featuring the 80 meters head of Garuda, the mythical eagle-like bird that serves as the mount of Lord Vishnu.
So these are the legs of this creature, and there's information: do not fly drones over here, even though quite nice place. Can only imagine what's going on in the high season over here. This parking lot is probably full, waiting in line to the main statue.
In Hindu mythology, Garuda is powerful enough to defeat serpents and overcome evil, making it a symbol of triumph over fear and ignorance. In Indonesia, Garuda has even deeper meaning. It is a national emblem of the country, representing unity, resilience, and national spirit.
So this bridge is closed. What did I pay for? So it's 300,000 for 2 person. So you can see all these sculptures are made from this like a support full of, I don't know, is it concrete or something? Just a thin layer. And here you have the skeleton behind it. You can get also helicopter tour if you want around here. I don't know the cost of it. It's nice piece of rock shaped into those cubes. Minecraft, folks.
The unusual limestone walls are not natural cliff formations, they are the result of a former limestone quarry. Before the park was built, the area was mined for high-quality limestone used in construction. As large blocks were extracted, they left behind steep vertical rock faces with geometric shapes and sharp edges, giving the landscape its distinctive appearance. Rather than hiding the quarry, the designers transformed it into part of the attraction. Today, these towering limestone walls create dramatic plazas and natural amphitheaters with excellent acoustics for concerts and cultural performances. The contrast between the rugged white cliffs, tropical gardens, and the massive Garuda Vishnu statue is one of the park's most striking features, turning any old industrial site into a unique cultural landmark.
If you're a fat ass, you can buy this extra ride that will drive you directly to this main statue.
The GWK statue stands on a limestone hill about 260 meters above sea level on Bali's Bukit Peninsula. The hill itself is approximately 140 meters above the surrounding coastal plain, and the statue rises above 121 meters above that. This means the top of Vishnu's crown reaches roughly 380 meters above sea level, high enough that the monument is visible from up to 20 kilometers away, including from beaches around Kuta and Sanur, and even from airplanes approaching Bali's airport. It took 28 years to complete. Construction began in the 1990s, stopped for 16 years because of the Asian financial crisis, and finally reassumed before being completed in 2018. The statue was not built in one piece. It was manufactured in Bandung, West Java, then transported to Bali as 754 giant modules, which were assembled on site like an enormous three-dimensional puzzle. The statue was built to become a symbol of Indonesian culture, unity and national pride, while honoring Lord Vishnu, the Hindu god of protection, and Garuda, his mythical eagle-like companion.
Some people are so afraid of sunlight that they need a mask. Is it a joker or is it a joke? You can tell. Okay, let's enter this monster security check. And there is some gallery, I suppose. Let's check it out. So this is how it looks inside. I guess there are some exhibitions, meeting points, conference, and so on and so forth.
Surprisingly, it is primarily an engineering space containing the structural framework, access routes and observation area, similar to the inside of the Eiffel Tower or the Statue of Liberty.
So this is the kind of bamboo they're using, giving this sound. You can hear everywhere. And the flute. You can have a statue tour if you pay extra. Take this elevator to the top of this creature. So as you can see, you can actually enter it, take an elevator, and there are some windows there. You can observe the surroundings. Another good view, surrounded by those rocks.
The monument weighs about 4,000 tons, yet is designed to withstand strong earthquakes and tropical storms, with engineers expecting it to last at least 100 years.
Bamboo construction. Doesn't look so solid to me. These rocks don't look natural, however, it's still something unusual that I have never seen before.
Lotus Pond is the largest open plaza in GWK Cultural Park, and despite its name, it's not actually a pond. It's a vast stone square surrounded by towering limestone cliffs that can accommodate up to 10,000 people, making it one of Bali's premier venues for large-scale events. One of its most prestigious moments was hosting the welcome dinner for world leaders during the G20 summit in 2022.
Let's see the amphitheater here. Gratis? Oh. Okay. traditional boats, kinda. So this is Javanese art. A hut and some door.
Asana Artseum Bali is a modern immersive art museum where visitors don't just look at art, they become part of it. The museum combines digital projections, interactive installations, optical illusions, and colorful themed rooms, creating spaces designed for exploration, creativity, and memorable photos. Unlike a traditional museum with historical paintings behind glass, Asana Artseum offers a hands-on experience where technology and art blend together.
Extra photo shoot here.
While some displays incorporate Balinese motifs, mythology, and traditional patterns, they are presented in a modern artistic way, rather than as authentic historical artifacts. The focus is on creating an interactive experience.
This looks like some art shop, workshop. Here you can buy all those paintings full of all different person. So here is the sign to exit. Right, to exit this place, this is the only way to exit. You have to went through all those souvenirs and will be attacked by employees trying to sell you something. Not nice, folks, not nice.
This is the main route leading to the entrance of GWK Cultural Park. You can see yourself the splendor and ceremonial of this route. It should excite you and make you look forward to the highlight of the trip. The statues of animals and mythological creatures along this route represent figures from Hindu mythology and Indonesian wildlife. You will see sculptures inspired by Garuda, sacred serpents, turtles, and other symbolic animals, each representing virtues such as courage, protection, wisdom, loyalty, and harmony with nature. Together, they guide visitors on a symbolic journey toward Vishnu and Garuda, reinforcing the park's message that nature, mythology, and spirituality are deeply connected.
If you actually look from the side, those gates are 5 layers with a huge gap between them.
The 5 tiers represent the Panca Mahabhuta, the 5 fundamental elements believed to make the universe and all living beings: earth, water, fire, air, and space. As visitors pass through the gate, they symbolically move from the ordinary world into more sacred and spiritual space. In Balinese Hinduism, the bull symbolizes strength, loyalty, purity, and righteousness. It is closely associated with Nandi, the sacred white bull who serves as the faithful companion and vehicle of Lord Shiva, one of Hinduism's principal deities. Unlike bulls, bears do not have a significant symbolic in a Balinese Hinduism. Bears are not native to Bali or Indonesia. This is the castor bean plant or castor oil plant. While it is widely grown globally as an ornamental plant or cultivated for industrial castor oil production, the entire plant is highly toxic. That's it for this video. I hope I have given you a glimpse into the idyllic life of vacationers and the local culture. Finally, I will give you some motivation to run. Stay strong and see you in the next one.
Welcome to Tijili Hotel gym. So it's around 9. Let's try to make as much as we can as always, and it's quite good aircon, so hopefully will be a pleasant jogging. And this is the view. I can't see anything, but let's do this. Alright, we are halfway through it, 5 kilometers down. Let's see how far we can get. The statistics, 27 minutes, 12 kilometers per hour. Let's continue. Alright, 7.6 kilometers down, 40 minutes time. Still continue with 12 kilometers per hour. Ooh, it's hard, but let's make it 10. Let's reach this goal. Who's gonna carry the boat? We did it! We have a 10K! Woo. Thank you for supporting me. I know you believe in me, so now it's time to celebrate. Let me show you statistics now. So we have 11 kilometers per hour, 10:00 kilometers, 26 rounds, 53 minutes, and 36 seconds. Oh, we did it. Polineczka, how much we have? 8.2, 8.3, wow, almost there. 99 we have. Almost there. You can do it. You can do it. You need to reach the finish line. And here we go. Woohoo! 10k. Okay. Very nice. 52 minutes. Wow.